Hi, hello, and welcome to the Energy of the Week. My name is Winona. Hi, how are you? How are you doing? How was last week? A lot of different things came to fruition from last week, both some good, a lot of not so good. And there was a lot of news last week on both the home front and also in global news. It's been pretty wild ride, and I'm with you. I'm here with you, and we're all in it together. So I have already shuffled the cards. I have set the intention. I've cleared the space. So let's get into this reading, which is for March 3rd to March 9th, 2025. We are also currently in Venus retrograde in Aries and then in Pisces until April 12th, 2025. Okay, let's start. Monday. So Monday we have the High Priestess. While I was shuffling the deck, this is the first card that came out. Before I even shuffle for the week, the High Priestess, we are currently in Pisces season. The High Priestess represents that spiritual, watery realm of seeing beneath the veil. So during this Monday, you may have very heightened intuition. Somebody may tell you a secret. A secret may come out that has been hidden for quite some time. There is something also about learning. I remember shuffling as well. One of the things that was channeled is about learning and how a lot of people are working on self-mastery, letting go of competition, focusing on themselves, and doing a deeper dive into some kind of research, deeper diving into a topic of interest. But right now you are a conduit for information, and there's just this feeling of knowing and being pulled in a direction, being led by something that is invisible and beyond your current physical, tangibility. It's not a physical sign. It is a inner knowing that is leading you this at the very beginning of this week. So that's Monday. Tuesday we have the Knight of Wands, and so we continue on with this being led and charging forward and having the courage, having the inner fire to move forward and being unafraid of taking action. There is a flood is what I'm hearing. There is like a flood of emotions, a flood of energy that is coming through on Tuesday that you are attacking, hopefully not others, but you are attacking tasks and you are feeling highly motivated on Tuesday. I also want to mention something that I was, as this past week has gone, one of the things I wanted to clarify that I realized while pulling these past 2 weeks is that even though I may mention certain energies for certain days, sometimes it could happen throughout the week, or it may culminate in other days, I've noticed. For instance, like last week we talked about shocking big news, right? And sometimes that shocking news can happen in someone else's life, and then you happen to pick up on the energy, or you get the news later on in the week. But I just wanted to clarify, like, even though I am speaking of these energies being more potent on these days, it may come up in more potently in another day. It's possible. Okay, so now we're going on to Wednesday. So Wednesday we have 2 cards. We have the Chariot and the Nine of Wands, and this is you breaking through a wall. So the universe is basically saying, right, like, to keep going. There is this barrier at this moment. There's this threshold that is wanting to hold you back. There's an obstacle that has been in your way, and you're being encouraged to push forward. You're being encouraged to go the extra mile. Like, even though this may be painful, even though this moment may be difficult, there is a reward at the other side of it. And you have the strength and you have the courage to do it, to break through. And with a Chariot being here, this is about victory. This is about winning. And how there may be this block, but it's only there to show you how powerful you really are, how strong you really are, how much inner willpower you've got. And you've got what it takes. You've got what it takes to break through. I'm also feeling this may be like, this may feel like a bit of an emotional week in a way that is rewarding, in a way that it challenges you, and then you get to see other sides of yourself. You get to see the side of yourself that knows how to persevere and how to be relentless, and as well as how intelligent you are. Okay, Thursday. So Thursday we have the King of Wands. And once again, another Wands card to show your physical strength. And this could be, we could also be talking about maybe you are working towards a physical health goal. There may be a physical place you want to be. And actually with a Chariot here, I'm really even seeing like rent or moving, potentially like it may be difficult. You may be making a difficult move, and how that new place that you move to is you feel more at home in the place that you're going to be, but it's a bit of a difficult, bumpy ride to get there. That is just another aspect I'm throwing out there that is coming through. And yeah, with the King of Wands, this is you being decisive and you knowing what it is that you want. There is like this sense of like clarity that is like graciously coming through this week. There's like a sense of like knowing exactly what it is that you want, what your heart desires is really clear this week. And you have that focus. And it's not so much of even like you wrote down the goal, although that would be helpful. It's not that you wrote down the goal, but the goal is like inside of you and you're just living it. You're like living the purpose. You're living this feeling of knowing that of the direction you're going in. And it's just so clear. You don't have to write it down. It's written in you. And so with the King of Wands here, you are decisive this week. You are leading a charge. And there's a lot of energy, which is really beautiful. Like, you're not, like, this week is not about, you may be, like, tired in a sense of you're tired of, like, BS. Like, you're tired of things, of challenges, but you don't lack the energy to move forward, to get up. It's almost, like, fueled with emotion. It's fueled with purpose. Okay. So we get into Friday. And Friday we have the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles, right? There is that purpose. You are growing something. There's just something that you want to create, and something that you're watering intentionally. And like a lot of this week is about intention and moving forward and actually making progress. The direction is clear, and the feeling is very true. I will say separately, like Friday, maybe a day you feel more grounded. You feel more, not so much you're moving, like not so much that you're like charging forward, but you feel steady and grounded in purpose. Like you know why you're doing what you're doing. And you're taking the time, and you understand that things take time to grow. So even while you are taking all these different actions, you also know that it'll come. The time will come. The time is coming that the seed that you planted will grow. And all the actions you're taking are just building to creating this wealth, this fulfillment, this knowledge. You know, it's almost like you're creating like some kind of database is what I'm seeing. And yeah, it's just like, you know where you're going. You know why. You know the purpose of it all. And you feel it this week. So we're going to go into Saturday. And Saturday we have the Devil and the Nine of Cups. The Devil and Nine of Cups kind of is giving like two different things. Potentially for drinking alcohol, like that, or overindulging in things that we know that are a bit luxurious or a bit too much. We're going a little bit overboard on something. And yeah, I'm hearing like deal, right? Deal with the devil. Deal with the devil. Like you don't want to do that. Like there's that feeling of you don't want to overindulge. The temptation. Oh, there you go. Strong. That's the word. Okay, the word is temptation. It's like being tempted by like cookies and cakes and sweets and stuff, and like you don't want to, like that's not something that is going to feed your goals. It's not going to feed the mission that you're on. And so staying away from those things, because you have a wish on the way. You have a wish on the way, and it's, oh man, there's a lot of messages coming through for this Saturday. So there's also like getting something, like a wish fulfilled. There's like a wish fulfilled that really isn't really what you want. It's almost like you manifesting a really toxic ex, like they came through. And yeah, I don't know. There is just like this message of like you getting something that isn't good for you. It's like you want it, but you know that it's something that isn't healthy and isn't something that will bring you to your higher self, and how you handle that. Just know that is coming your way on Saturday. And yeah, be aware of that. Okay. Sunday. So Sunday we have the 8 of Pentacles. Once again, a call to self-mastery. 7 to the 8. 7 of Pentacles in this reading to the 8 of Pentacles in this reading. Taking those step-by-step slow actions that are the building blocks of success. And really focusing on yourself. I really have this feeling like you are focusing on bettering yourself this week. There is like this sense of purpose and focus on that in order to have security, in order to be successful, to have the future that you imagine and desire, that you have to work on yourself and that you have to add value. That's what it is. There's this statement about if you want more money, if you want more gain, you have to add more value. And I really feel like you are investing in yourself. You are learning new skills. You are diving deep into yourself and healing certain things, and taking action on those things and taking action and actually doing the steps it takes to heal yourself, doing the steps it takes to get that degree, get that certification, learn what you need to get to the next step to be promoted, and you understand. So you understand the assignment, and learning all these skills is what makes you more valuable. In the sense of like energy, in sense of you wanting more, wanting that to come in, attracting what you are. Okay. All right. So let's go into the overall theme. What is the overall theme of the week? Okay. So we have the 5 of Swords. 5 of Swords, and we have the 2 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. The main message that is coming through for these 2 cards, 5 of Swords, there is like this importance of relating to others, the importance of relationships with other people. Like there is change that is happening. There is a focus on understanding that this isn't a competition. To get what it is that you want, it's not about competing with other people. Of course, it's about focusing on your own mission. And I feel like there is this... overall, there is some turbulence. I'm going to say this. With the 5 of Swords here this week, there may be some turbulence with other people. And that's why I'm saying it's like important that you learn how to relate to other people, because it can derail us. You know, there is this energy of all or nothing thinking. How if somebody has something that then you can't have the same thing. But that isn't true. And this week, it is that turbulence with other people. And what do you do? How do you react? And the word I'm really hearing right now is ego. The ego is very fragile this week. And the message I'm hearing is about focusing. The cure is focusing on yourself. And it's so funny. I was with my friends. They mentioned this person that I don't know who said it, but it was like there's all these mirrors. There are all these mirrors like look into one. And what I'm hearing is it's about how every person is a mirror of ourselves. Every person is a mirror of ourselves. And that's a reminder. That is a reminder for the week. To remember that every person is a mirror of ourselves, and projection. To be aware of projecting. Okay. That's all I have to say on this. Be kind to people. Everyone's going through it. Everyone has a story that maybe they're not telling. And if all else fails, choose kindness and be compassionate. So that is it. That is the reading. I hope that helped in some way. I hope it was supportive in some way. I know last week was kind of a doozy. There was more than just one shock. There was many. So my heart goes out to anybody that's also going through it. So thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Divine. Thank you for being here. And I will see you next week. Love you so much. Ciao.